Welcome to the third episode of PM Clips. For this episode, I'd like to do a quick lecture in the importance of aligning a project to a company strategy. This alignment is necessary so that the company's strategic plans is actualized through the right choice and mix of projects. Let me start off by saying that at any point in time, a business will always encounter either external or internal factors that will force them to respond in such a way so as to remain competitive or at least survive in the industry where they are situated in. A good example of an external factor is any crisis. Right now, we are experiencing what? The COVID-19 crisis. And that crisis has resulted in a company developing and thinking of projects in order to survive. There are other factors aside from a crisis that will affect any business. One would be a market demand, whether that market demand is an increase or a decrease, because it might result in an increase or a reduction in the production of goods and services. A second factor would be maybe a stated business need that came out during a high-level meeting, like a meeting with the board of directors. A third one would be the presence of some sort of technological advancement like analytics, artificial intelligence that is currently disrupting the industry. A fourth one would be some sort of legal requirement. Again, as an example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, all restaurants are required to change their dine-in policies. And a fifth factor would be a stated customer need. Regardless of whatever factor, the company will always assess where they are right now and then reimagine their future state, the one that we call the ideal state, or in COVID parlance, the new normal. This ideal state is normally informed by the company's mission and vision. Obviously, to get from where they are right now to the ideal state, a gap must be overcome, and that gap will be addressed through the formulation of the strategy of the company. A strategy is essentially a general plan to achieve one or more long-term or overall goals under conditions of uncertainty. In your LS10, you learn that there are four generic strategies. These four generic strategies are a cost strategy, least cost, a differentiation strategy, how are you going to distinguish yourself from another company? A third one would be a niching strategy, trying to just focus on a very small group of people or a small market and just pour your heart and soul into that market. And the last one would be an expansion strategy, going to another market to gain new customers. Once the strategy has been formulated, then it has to be now implemented through what else? Projects. And that is where the proper choice of projects comes in. But that is where the dilemma now comes in. Like I said in the introduction to Module 2, a business will always have a number of suggested projects to consider. But the reality is that they will not have enough resources, money, or time to undertake all of these projects. So, which one will they choose? That is now where the knowledge of the various project selection methods comes in. So in the next pages of this Coursera module, you will learn more about the different project selection methods. This is Sir Olpo saying goodbye and thank you for listening to PM Clips.